What's going on, everybody? Peace, love, and happiness. Scott Vlad here, and today we're going to be talking about sobriety. Woo! So, today, yes, we're going to be talking about my journey to sobriety and how my spiritual awakening led to this whole sobriety. So, to start, I used to smoke weed since after high school. So I'm 22. I graduated about 4 years ago from high school, and I started smoking weed right out of high school. Basically, I started pretty much smoking every day right away, a little bit at a time, and then it came down to smoking all the time, 24/7. Going to certain jobs high, but it didn't really affect me because it became such a normal activity that I needed the weed. I relied on the weed to make me feel normal, make me feel important, special, made me feel happier in a way, and that just led down a darker hole. So it started with like smoking every single day, and then going to the bars, drinking once or twice a week, and then going to different bars like 4 or 5 times a week, while smoking all the time nonstop, trying different THC levels, different like the strongest dose. I used to have to go to the weed shop when it opened in Canada, when it became legal, and smoking like the top grade stuff from stores, from dealers, all that type of thing. And it led down the wrong path. It led me into smoking cigarettes. Started at the bar once in a while, smoking 1 or 2 cigarettes, and then it led to smoking a pack of cigarettes every day for about, I say, like a year or 2 years. I was smoking cigarettes every day, and I'm still working on getting like my lungs healthier again, going for runs almost every day, becoming a healthier human being by the day, and always working on myself. And that led to smoking Xanax laced weed, popping just Xanax, popping different painkillers, just drinking to numb the pain, smoking to escape from this reality, escape from the mundane, boring unhappiness that I was going through, the depression I always suffered with. And on top of that, I was on prescription meds most of the time. I didn't want to be, but I didn't see any other way out. I saw that the only way was just to live that life of taking prescription drugs, smoking weed, and just feeling very distant from myself, distance from who I really am, different distance from reality. And that ultimately led to my psychosis, or my drug induced psychosis, or spiritual awakening as I call it. And which kind of was induced from all that stuff, on top of lack of sleep, staying up for days on end, and then taking LSD. And it just wasn't the lifestyle to live. It wasn't anything special or important. And lately I've been realizing, like, as much as I kind of do miss a little bit sometimes smoking weed, partying once in a while or all the time, I realized it wasn't who I was. It wasn't making me feel any better. Now I've explored many different avenues, many different experiences, like reading. I never used to read, especially when I was a stoner. I never used to pick up a book except when I was in high school, when I was forced to read. Now I'm reading books every week. Every day I read, and I'm finishing a book almost every 2 weeks, that type of thing. And it just makes you realize, like, there's more to life than just doing drugs, just smoking weed, just drinking, doing all these things, even prescription drugs. Like, when it comes to mental health and mental illness, there's a lot of holistic ways that you can use to cope with that type of thing. Like meditation. I meditate now every day, twice a day, 3 times a day sometimes. And it helps you be aware, become aware of where you kind of were lacking in that aspect of things. Like, where you get mad. Why am I getting mad so much? So me and my mom and my parents and my sister, we used to fight all the time. Now I'm so calm, I'm so peaceful. And when an emotion does arise, like anger, frustration, I take a deep breath and I acknowledge that, okay, I can feel that pain, I can feel that emotion, but at the same time, don't live there. You can feel it, and don't react. Be proactive to these situations. And that's a whole nother topic that we'll talk about that another time. But when it comes to, yeah, like when it comes to drugs, it's it's a slippery slope, especially when you have an addictive personality. And I was all diagnosed with like ADHD, OCD, so I was very into that like addictive state. I was like, I need more of this, I need more. I remember I was sitting on the floor crying, like rocking like a baby, because I needed like a gram of weed. And I'm like, Mom, I need you to buy it for me, please, please. And then eventually I guess she bought it for me. And that happened multiple times. I used to cry on the floor because I relied on weed to make me feel sane, make me feel normal, and make me not like feel sad and depressed and all that type of thing. And as much as I'm not as happy as I would like to be, I'm still growing as a human. I'm still becoming somebody that I would like to see. Before, I didn't have a perspective on anything. I was just, this is my life. I'm going to be smoking, I'm going to be drinking my whole life until I die. But I was killing myself. I literally had a feeling like I'm killing myself, man. Not just from the cigarettes and the weed, but all these drugs I'm doing, all this unhealthy sleep pattern, eating pizza pops and candy all the time when I was smoking bags of chips. And it's like, man, like I was going downhill. And I'm thankful for the universe. I'm grateful for it letting me experience that drug induced psychosis, because it led to a more profound experience of a spiritual awakening. It led me to realizing that there is more to this world, this universe. There's more to me. There's more to everything that I've been doing, all these circumstances, these experiences that I've had, and to realize that I'm not a victim, but I've been through these things for a reason. And like, not to have that victim mentality, be like, oh, cry about it and be like all sad and depressed. To realize that there's more to why I've been through these things, and I can utilize that and catalyze that whole situation to help other people, help people that are going through similar situations, and just to make people feel better, help this world. Because why would I work for something that doesn't serve me? Why would I try and put people down? Why would I criticize people, make people feel like shit? No, that's not how it should be, man. If everybody loved each other, man, we'd make it so much further. We'd advance so much more as a species, and we just evolve so much faster, so much better. Because when we have our hearts in mind, when we have everything that we really care about, it starts to show. And and it's just, I'm kind of rambling on, but like, it's life, man. You know, we got to enjoy it. Everything, like nature, creativity, all this, it's a gift that we have, and we can use it to help. With that being said, thank you for watching. This is my experiences, my experiences with drugs, prescription drugs, sobriety, my journey to sobriety. It's been about 2 months since I fully haven't done any of those things. I came out of the hospital from my psychosis in about, what was it, in June. And then I started smoking again, cigarettes. Weed, I was kind of afraid. I did it a few times, but it just didn't make me feel right. Cigarettes, I knew I had to quit, so I quit. Drinking, I drank a beer maybe in the past 6 months, and I don't like it. I'm staying away from it. I'm trying to stay away from all that stuff. Thank you for watching. If you have a similar experience, if you're sober or you're working towards sobriety, comment down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, there's more content coming out. I'm grateful for you all. Thank you once again. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye now.